Okay, let's talk about a term you've probably heard a million times: corporate social responsibility. CSR. It feels like it's everywhere, totally reshaping the business world. But what is it really? Is it just about companies doing good things out of the kindness of their hearts? Or is it actually just a really smart way to do good business? Let's dive in.
This is the big question, right? Let's be honest, when you see a giant corporation suddenly go green, it's easy to be a little cynical. You have to wonder, is this just a PR stunt to get some good headlines? Or are we actually seeing a deep, fundamental shift in what it means for a business to be successful? To figure that out, we have to go way beyond the buzzword.
So, to really get to the bottom of this, we first have to understand that CSR has grown up. It's not just about writing a check to a charity anymore. No, today it's about strategy. And what that means for a modern company is a much bigger deal than you might think.
And here it is. This is the key idea: strategic CSR. Now pay attention to those words: integration and core business operations. This is so important. It means CSR isn't some side hustle or a once-a-year event. It's actually woven into the DNA of the company, into how it operates every single day.
This slide just lays it out perfectly. The old way of thinking, that was all about reputation. You'd make your money, and then maybe you'd give some of it away as a one-off donation to look good. But strategic CSR, that's a whole different ballgame. The goal isn't just to polish your image. It's about making a real, measurable impact and building a stronger, more resilient business, because these values are baked right into your business model. All right, so let's make this real. There is no better place to see strategic CSR in action than in the incredibly complex and often totally hidden world of a company's supply chain. Take a look at this number, 70%. Just let that sink in for a second. What do you think that represents? Well, get this. For most companies, 70% of their entire social and environmental footprint doesn't happen at their fancy headquarters. Nope, it happens deep inside their supply chain, that massive web of partners that actually brings a product to you. It's staggering. I mean, just think about the crazy journey a single product takes. It starts with getting the raw materials. Then it moves to suppliers who actually make the thing, and that's where you have to ask about fair pay and safe working conditions. Then you have the whole environmental cost of shipping it around the world, all the way until it lands on your doorstep. A company that's truly doing this right has ethical checkpoints at every single one of these steps. So who's the rock star of this? Well, you've definitely heard of them. Patagonia has basically built its entire brand on this idea. Their commitment to an ethical supply chain, everything from using recycled materials to guaranteeing fair labor, isn't just a policy, it's their identity. And it's a huge reason why their customers are so loyal. But CSR isn't just about these huge global supply chains. It's also about being a good neighbor, The relationship a company builds with the local communities it operates in, well, that's another huge piece of this puzzle. And here is where that good business argument gets crystal clear. Ignoring the local community isn't just bad manners, it's a massive financial risk. Think about it. If a company wants to build a new factory and they don't have the community on their side, that resistance can slow down or even completely kill a multi-million-dollar project. But the smart companies, they get ahead of this. They build those relationships from the start. Starbucks, for example, invests directly in the coffee-growing communities that are literally the lifeblood of their business. And you see it with big industrial companies too, like Stillwater Mining. They've learned that having solid community agreements isn't just nice, it's essential for their long-term survival. Okay, so we've seen how companies are weaving these ideas into their operations. Now let's connect the dots and go back to our big question. Is this all just about doing good deeds, or is it actually just plain good business? Well, the data is pretty loud and clear on this one. As you can see right here, companies that get high marks for CSR also consistently earn way more trust from their customers, their employees, and their investors. And that trust, that translates directly into a rock-solid reputation. So it all adds up to a really powerful business case. See, this isn't about philanthropy anymore. This is about building a stronger reputation, earning that crucial stakeholder trust, and creating a real long-term competitive advantage. And maybe the most important thing of all, it makes a company more resilient, better able to handle whatever the world throws at it, because it's built on a solid foundation. So where is all of this headed? Because the world of CSR is not standing still. It's constantly changing, thanks to new demands from all of us and some amazing new technology.
Let's take a quick look at what's just around the corner. A huge part of the future is technology. Seriously, data and AI are turning CSR from something based on promises into a science based on proof. For instance, there are new platforms like EcoVadis's Worker Voice Connect that let companies get direct, anonymous feedback from workers way down in their supply chains. That creates a level of accountability we've never seen before. It's about moving from pledges to real, verifiable proof.
And this brings us right back to our original question, but now with a really interesting twist. That line between good deeds and good business is getting blurrier and blurrier. And you know who's blurring it? We are. As consumers, where we spend our money sends a powerful message. As employees, we want to work for companies that share our values. And as investors, we're demanding more than just profits. So the real question for the future isn't just what companies are going to do. It's what role are we all going to play in deciding what it means to be a good business?